So for the same, this is really important. The trademark law for India, the trademark law is there, which we generally follow for registration of trademark, as well as for getting the same protection. This is again available on ipindia.nic.in, through which you can do the online registration or online process for e-filing of trademark, right? And a nominal charge is required, that around 8 max 7 to 8,000 for trademark registration. Now this trademark, what it exactly means that as per the Act of Trademark, right? Can anybody tell me what is the Act for Trademark? I think day before yesterday, I have enlisted the different act or laws under which this IP framework is protected, right?
So Act 1957, Design Act 2000, Geographical Indication of Goods Act 1999.
Right. So the trademark is protected under which Act? Trademark Act 1999. I have shown you this slide again. The reason behind this is very important when we study the IP laws in India. We must have to be aware about this act, that the Patent Act 1970, then Trademark Act 1999. Here you can say the GI and Trademark Act is in the same year, right? 1999. And the protection of plant varieties is one, the recent one, 2001, then the Copyright Act 1957 and the Design Act 2000. Understood? So this is really important while studying this law. So the Trademark Act is specifically protect the trademark under the Trademark Act 1999, right? So this section 21ZB is under the section Trademark Act 1999. So as the definition of the trademark mentioned in the law or act, it is a mark capable of being represented graphically and which is capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one person from those of another, and may include shape of goods, their packaging and combination of colors, right? So we can get a trademark for what? For a shape of goods, right? Their packaging and the combination of colors. So if you're claiming that you have invented or you have designed some two different combination of colors or double layer tablet or that shape of that particular thing, so that time for that you can go for the trademark. And even for the logos, for the combination of colors, if you have used and it's unique, so that time you can go for the trademark registration. Understood, everybody? It should be graphical, it should be distinguishable, it should be a particular shape of good or packaging or combination of colors. Yes? Now,
Yes,
now the important one, that it must be, what are the basic requirement? Definitely if you will go for your own industry or even in pharmaceutical industry, if you will work in the IP department or in design department, where you have to design a different mark for a particular product launch, right? So generally most of the product have a particular shape or logo on their containers. They have a different type of packing of containers, right? So and even in case of cosmeceuticals, if you have seen, they give more weightage on the design or shape of a bottle. You have seen the parachute oil, the parachute lotion bottle, right? So they have a particular shape. Nobody else have used the same shape, right? Because they might have taken a shape trademark for the same, right? And that's why nobody is copying the same shape for the bottle, although they are also preparing the lotion. So parachute, and definitely because of the shape of the container, and parachute is also a good brand, definitely it is catching the market, right? So this is one very important in case of like cosmeceuticals or in a different industry where they generally prepare a catchy mark, right? So that must be a mark that is device or brand or heading, label, name or abbreviation of name, right? Then the packaging or combination of colors or any combination thereof, right? So it might be a device, a brand, heading, label, abbreviation, signature. Even I have told you yesterday that the signature comes under trade secret, right? But if some signature that is very specific, it does not use for the commercial aspects, so that time, like most of the time, that signature, word, letter, numerical shape, goods, packaging, and this all comes to the trademark registration or protection. It must be capable of being represented graphically. So whatever you are claiming, it should represent graphically. Okay, आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि ऐसा curve है, वैसे slant है, straight line hai, standing line hai, and sleeping line hai. You cannot say like this, right? You have to show it graphically how it will appear. Then it must be distinctive, capable of distinguishing the goods or services one person from those of another person. It should be distinguished. Like if you have seen in most of the shoes industries, they use a similar logo, like Nike is having a right logo, and so many other companies are there, they're using a right, they are just using a slanting line instead of using a right. Even Apple is there. If you see the proper logo of Apple, the cut is on which side of that apple, and again that the what we can say, the that particular thing associated with the logo, the shape of the logo is slightly different. So if somebody is copying the things now, they generally do a slight changes. But if somebody copied everything as such, then definitely it goes to the infringement, right? So it should be distinguishable on the goods and services. Like if you are claiming the pharmaceutical company and you are giving a poison logo, definitely it is not the one which is suitable for your goods. You're getting me? But if you are having a pharmaceutical company and you are giving a logo of capsule or something else or random one, then that time it's okay. But sure, if you are very sure that you have a pharmaceutical products with you and you are giving a poison logo like that, the circle and slash, it's not acceptable, right? Not suitable, and will not give a proper market to you. So it must be used or proposed to be used for trade in relation to goods or services. So it should be used in a trade. What do you mean by trade? Yes. What is trade?
Ma'am, it should be acceptable by the public domain or business.
Okay. Anybody else? Trading. What do you mean by trading? Trade or trading? Exchange of goods, right? आपण मराठीत त्याला आयात निर्यात म्हणायचो. Like when I have studied it, that time we used to this word आयात निर्यात. Like so for उसके लिए, like for transportation, for exchanging of goods, right? That it should be useful. Like trading, we can say trade. यहाँ से वहाँ भेज रहे, वहाँ से like import and export of medicine, right? That comes to the trade. So it should be used and proposed for the trade. So if you said you are asking for Apple shoes, not that we can say the Nike shoes from Flipkart. So what you will see first when you open the container, if you ask for the online purchase or online shopping, if you go for online shopping, what you will see first, if you have, like, अगर आपने Nike के shoes लिए तो आप क्या check करोगे पहले? Mark check करोगे, company check करोगे, right? So that gives a trade. अगर किसी ने दूसरा भेज दिया तो definitely you'll not buy it, right? You will send it back to the Flipkart or Amazon or anybody, because what do you want a brand, and that brand is associated with the trade, right? So if I'm saying that the particular Nike shoe is costing 2,000, 3,000, right? Red Tape, that this is again one more brand where the formal shoes are available. So definitely for that, the cost is very high, but still we buy it. And the same shoes are available on a road, right? In a 300 rupees. So why we prefer 3,000 shoes? Why not 300 rupees shoes? The reason is brand, right? And the trade. Understood? Now, this is few assumptions by that some of the person that they want a trademark for this. So even you can read this particular thing where Mahatma Gandhi's grandson wants to protect the surname Gandhi from commercial use. by the companies, can he register as a Gandhi's family trademark? Yes?
No.
No. The reason is because it's like personal. You cannot register a particular surname for anything, right? If somebody is using as a Gandhi framework or Gandhi Private Limited, so it is a name. It is not considered as surname, right? Although we have registered it as our surname, but it is in our concern, like it is in our personal concern. But otherwise, it is not like associated with any of surname, right? So no, we cannot. He cannot register it under the trademark. Now, company X sells product Y, which has a uniquely pleasing fragrance to it. The company wants to register it as a trademark. Can that is the company possible, like is it possible to register this if it is having a pleasing fragrance? No, right? Because it is not any object, it is not any product, it is not any label, it is a smell or fragrance. Smell is not protected under any law, right? So it is not possible. Again, can a company register a trademark by submitting chemical formula of the compound to trademark office?
No, ma'am.
Right. So here, smell, that can company register smell as a trademark by submitting chemical formula of the compound to a trademark office? Think on it again. Here the chemical formula is there. Okay, for these two questions, now you think on your side. Here, what you are doing, you are preparing a chemical formula and you are actually registering that chemical formula against that smell. Okay, and here you want to register a tune as a trademark, like Nokia ka tune hai, sorry, Idea ka tune hai, right? Airtel ka tune hai. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
है या नहीं है? एयरटेल का ट्यून है ना, और उसके अलावा आइडिया का भी ट्यून है, वोडाफोन का आई डोंट नो nowadays, but still so many companies have their tune, right? आजकल तो कोविड आता है, पहले ट्यून बजते थे जब हम लोग किसी एक दूसरे को कॉल कर रहे थे। जियो तो स्पेसिफिकली जियो कॉलर ट्यून देता है, right? But still they have a particular tune, so definitely it get registered under the trademark, that tune is there. Okay, और इसलिए नोकिया का ट्यून या फिर एयरटेल का ट्यून जो है कोई दूसरा यूज नहीं करता. ओके, yes,
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you getting me? It is having some words, na, that tune is having some words, that musical notes, right? That musical notes and sound is there, so that they are protecting that particular musical notes. Okay, now what are the different type of definitions or different definitions of trademark? Include service mark. So generally on a gold jewelry, what they generally have?
Hallmark.
Hallmark, right? So that hallmark is actually certification mark, and if you're buying it from the Rokade jewelers or somebody else, so they generally give their tag as well, so that comes to the service mark. Collective mark, so this is different, that this collective marks are there, and certification mark. Certification mark is for particular certificate. So these are the three types of trademark: service mark, collective mark, and certification mark. Now, commonly used form of trademark words: Nokia, Samsung, Tata, Bajaj. These are trademark, okay? And slogan: solutions for the small planet. This is from IBM, and we bring good life to good things to life. That is GE, right? So these are the slogans or taglines which are registered under the trademark. Now, these are the logos. You can see the shape here. So these are the shape mark or service mark. So this is Mercedes, right? This is Nike, this is Apple, and these are the logos. These are registered under the trademark. You can see the Amul girl, still she appears on our Amul butter. Asian Paint Boy. Okay, now the image changed, but still initially it was registered under the Trademark Act. Now combination of colors can be a trademark. Here you can see even the product of container shape. This is the Coca-Cola bottle shape, and it can be registered under the trademark. There is a Coca-Cola bottle, and this is the particular chocolate. Actually, the shape is registered under the trademark. So this is having a different color and different or unique shape or different shape, which can be protected under the trademark. So these are the two the theoretical jurisdiction. We say two major justification for this: preventing consumers confusion. Why we are getting or protecting it under the trademark? To prevent consumers confusion, right? A trademark law, by preventing others from copying a source identifying mark, reduce the customer's cost of shopping and making purchasing decisions. For it's quickly and easily assures the potential customers that the items with this mark is made by same producer as other similarly marked items that he or she liked in the past, right? So if you are buying it from Nagpur, or if you are buying it from Mumbai, although by looking to the brand or name or the logo, generally we decide this is of good quality, right? So to prevent consumer confusion, this trademark protection is there. Then preventing dilution of trademark. To recognize trademark as a mere symbol of goodwill without recognizing it as an agency for actual creation and perpetuation of goodwill ignores the most important aspects of nature of trademark, right? So somewhere that similar type of marking is there, but again, to prevent the trademark dilution, if somebody is doing similar type of things, then to dilute this things, we need to follow the trademark law. The mark actually sells the good, right? I have already tell you that if you are looking for the brand, if you have asked for the Apple mobile, right? So definitely you will first see the logo of Apple, and definitely the shape of the same, that whatever you have asked for. If you have asked for the MacBook or anything, right? If you have asked for a Samsung, so you will go for the logo. If you'll check the name of product, the brand name of the product, so this is what it sells the goods. Why the Samsung is cost is again more? Why the Vivo is costing quite low? Because they have set their benchmarks, right? The Samsung, if I am saying that Samsung, the more reason for selling Samsung, it's as it's made in India, right? This is the first thing, and it is available, that they generally launch new things repetitively. This is one more thing. Although if it is costly, still people people buy the same. The reason behind this is it is the mark which is selling the product. And then self-evidently, the more distinctive the mark, the more effective its selling power, right? So if it is more distinctive, just say if I said that Apple have made one brand, international brand, if so many of us like have this sort of things, we will carry the Apple phone or we will carry the MacBook. So this is the mark that gives the brand appearance and definitely increase its selling power. The creation and retention of customers rather than the designation of source, right? This is again important, is the primary purpose of trademark today, and that the preservation of uniqueness or individuality of trademark is of paramount importance to its owner, right? So definitely generally we give the take the feedback from customer as well for the product. Now Indian law registration, this includes that it is under Trademark Act 1999. It talks about the grounds of refusal of trademark registration. The law regarding the refusal is laid down in two different sections. Section 9, there is absolute grounds of refusal. When somebody is applying for the trademark and the refusal as per the law. Then section 11 is relative grounds of refusal. So now absolute refusal means what? Which are devoid of any distinctive characteristics, that is to say, not capable of distinguishing the goods or services of person from those of another person. If some mark is not giving these things, like it's not distinctive and not distinguishing goods and services, so definitely it is absolute grounds of refusal. Okay, and factors to be taken: too descriptive, too commonplace. बहुत common है. If I'm saying I have design some tablet and I'll give the circle shape, right? Blue color ka circle. So is it acceptable? No, it is very common. That blue circle is very common. Is it showing any description? No. or it is too much descriptive, then again it's not acceptable, right? So 9.1 gives the absolute grounds of refusal. So this is again a different points they have mentioned here. One more law or case study they have listing. Now this we have seen the A, right? And the B is which consists exclusively of marks or indications which may serve in a trade to designate the kind, quality, quantity, intended person, purpose, values, geographical origin, or the time of production of goods or rendering of services for other characteristics of the goods or services. So if it is carrying all the things of other good, so that time also absolute grounds of refusal. Okay, if it is carrying everything of others, right? So it's simply copying, we can say that again not considered for the trademark registration. Now the third, what is the third ground for refusal? Which consists exclusively of marks or indication which have become customary in a current language or in a bona fide and established practice of a trade, right? So if it is particularly if I say, if I go for a particular word, it should be in a Marathi, right? So it is not acceptable worldwide. Okay, so that time again that particular word which we can say the current language, it's customary that we cannot make it as a trademark, right? So if these three things are there, definitely it will not get registered under the Trademark Act, right? The stars in hotel industry, we cannot claim it as a like customary means like, you know very well that 5-star hotel, 7-star hotel, 3-star hotel. So on the basis of stars, they cannot give a name 3-star hotel. They must have to give a name Pride. If Pride is here at 3-star hotel, the 3-star hotel they cannot name because it is time being. Okay. Then this is the clause 2. I'm not going in detail with the law, right? You have just an introduction of the same. So I'm going with the important point of the same. We have seen that absolute grounds, right? Absolute grounds. That clause 2 is again, mark shall not be registered as a trademark if it is of such nature as to deceive the public or cause confusion. If mark is causing any confusion to the public, so it is not a trademark, or it is not protected under the trademark. Then it contains the comprises of any matter likely to hurt the religious susceptibility of any class or section of citizen of India. So if it is affecting any of the religious things, right? I cannot use any particular word or wrong word, or even I cannot use the spiritual words or the name of spiritual books for any sort of trademark. It comprises or contains scandalous or obscene matter. So this is again not protected under the trademark. Its use is prohibited under the enable names prevention of improper use. So that time also it is not protected. So this is the things which are mentioned. Again, the clause 3 is there. If the shape of good which results from nature of goods themselves, like the shape of apple, even apple has not taken as such the shape of apple, right? They have cut it from another side. The reason is you cannot take as such a natural shape of anything. You cannot take a shape of strawberry as such. You cannot take a shape of orange as such, right? You do not like the natural one. You cannot use the nature's goods. I have already shown you that we cannot use the flowers. Okay, so this is what that cannot be claimed as a or registered as a trademark. So this is again mark in use. This is the blade that generally used for shaving purpose. So this is the one shape. This is mark in use. Okay. This is the one example that shape is important here. Now section 11 here, the identical on similar goods, like relative grounds, like similar hai but same nahi hai, similar hai but same nahi hai. If I'm claiming that the right mark, right? So if this is the right in right direction and this is the right in left direction, okay, so there is a change. It is sort of relative ground. Okay, the direction is changed. If I'm saying the Apple logo is cutting from the left hand side, and what I'm doing, I'm cutting it from the right hand side. Although it is looking same, but the shape, the slight relative changes are there. Okay, so that comes to the that comes to the relative grounds of refusal. Fine, because definitely it confuse the people, because we do not recall every time कि यहाँ से cut है कि यहाँ से cut है. If I see the Apple logo, right से है या left से है. Okay, when you are looking right now, you can see it is on a right hand side. Okay, but when you rotate it and then you realize it is from the left hand side. Okay, so this is if the similar type of things are there, not the same, similar type of grounds are there, then that comes to the relative ground of refusal. Okay. So this is now, what do you mean? This is what the ground we can say for refusal of trademark. Okay, it should be distinctive, it should be unique, it should be brand or service or goods representing, right? Now, what should be the mark? It normally of confusion requires an appreciation of visual, phonetic, or conceptual similarity. The global appreciation of likelihood of confusion must regard the visual, oral, or conceptual similarity of mark is a question based upon the overall impression created by wearing on the mind. In particular, the mark is more distinctive, chances of confusion is very high. If more distinctive, like बहुत ज़्यादा matching है, distinctive is different, right? And different is different. So confusion is very high. Goods and services. Now, degree of similarity between goods and services is also judged. If it is question of fact, and again, one must look at the trade, must look at it from practical business and commercial purpose. If you are thinking for a trade, so definitely you need to check these two things. Then the classification done by market survey companies can be of a good help. So generally, we purchase most of the things by looking for the shape or brand. So this is what the goods and services. You know very well, if I go for Airtel, generally ad for good service, right? They provide a good, what we can say, good connectivity, good network. So the service is good. So we will go for Airtel, right? If goods, we are saying goods means the object or the product. If I say Ashirwad Atta, right? So these are the goods. They continuously provide a quality product. So that we generally prefer, right? Then consumer, as per the consumer expectations, and if it is causing less confusion, then definitely we'll go to buy the same. So this is all about the trademark. Now the last step is the registration. How to register it? As I have told you, we can go for the e-filing, or else you even manually or e-filing, you have to follow these steps. Application for registration. If you would like to withdraw, then withdrawal of acceptance, advertisement of application, whatever application you have submitted, that advertisement comes. यहाँ publication नहीं होगा, right? In case of parent, publication was there. यहाँ क्या होगा? Advertisement होगा, because you are talking about the logo. If advertising में ऐसा ध्यान में आए कि he has or he or she or other company copied the things, then opposition to the registration, then correction and amendments, further registration, and as I have told you, after 10 years, renewal is there. So these are the steps for registration of trademark. Effect of registration: once the registration done, right to use that logo and right to sue in case of infringement. If anybody infringe the same, then right to act against the infringer. Okay. Now, in case of this infringement of trademark, right? Section 29 talks about the infringement. What is infringement? What is an infringement?
Copying or exploitation of any other brand.
Right. So somebody is exploiting your rights, right? So that comes to the infringement. So it says identical mark, identical goods infringement would be proved. If some said that identical, like similar hai, so that time infringement would be proved. Infringement proof karna padega. Similar marks are identical goods. Identical marks, similar and identical goods. If it leads to the confusion, if identical marks and similar, I have told you, similar and same is different. Similar is what it is looking similar. Same is what same. In that case, definitely it would amount to infringement. So section further says that mark with reputation would be infringed by using a similar mark even on the dissimilar goods if it is without due cause or takes unfair advantage and it's detrimental to repute the earlier mark, right? The Puma mark. The Puma, you know, like the Puma is a brand. Okay, if the Puma is appearing on on a spec, right? And Puma is specifically for what? It is a shape of what? It's for what? Like Puma के कौन से product है? Or a simple, if I say Jaguar, ठीक है, Jaguar car, you know, right? The shape of the tiger or the cheetah is there. Cheetah है या शेर कौन है? I don't know. शेर तो नहीं है, cheetah होगा definitely. So that the shape is there, okay, and the same Jaguar shape is if appearing on your spec, because it happens with me initially when I use the metal frame. So उसपे इस side में एक Jaguar का sign था. तो somebody asked me, is it Puma or Jaguar? So I said nothing, कुछ भी नहीं है. Yes, it is a frame, that's it. So this is actually a identical mark which creates confusion. Fine. Yeah, definitely. For this frame, I can say no, the Titan logo is there, and this is for Titan. This is the Titan frame. So this is what actually a particular frame or the logo is mentioned here. So we can claim it as this is the Titan frame. Okay, and I'm using it from last 10 years, and still it is as such. So it is showing its retention, what we can say, it's brand, and again it's use, or even I'm using it repetitively, but still it's fine. Otherwise अगर कोई दूसरा या normal brand होता तो शायद ये अब तक टूट चुका होता. Fine. So this is what actually brand generally mentions. So if somebody is preparing some similar type of frame and applying the Titan logo on it, and if you just came to know, no, this is not a Titan, right? So that time that other person can ask for an infringement, या फिर जो Titan जिसके कंपनी है और कोई अगर सेम फ्रेम्स बना रहा है तो वो उसके अगेंस्ट इंफ्रिंजमेंट सूट फाइल कर सकता है. You're getting me? If somebody is copying the same thing, या फिर वो जो लोगो है वो कोई दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए भी यूज कर रहा है, स्टिल वो इन्फ्रिंज कर रहा है. फाइन. तो जो कंपनी का इन्फ्रिंजमेंट हो, लाइक सिंपल, इफ आई एम सेइंग कि टाइटन का है ये और इसी तरीके की दूसरी फ्रेम किसी और ने बनाई, एंड व्हेन आई वेंट टू द शॉप आई ऑब्जर्व कि नहीं, ये तो नहीं है, ये दिस इज नॉट अ टाइटन, बट स्टिल ही और शी अप्लाइज द लोगो. तो उस टाइम अगर ये रिपोर्टिंग टाइटन को गया तो टाइटन कैन ask for infringement for that particular frame or a shape or a logo if somebody used it. Understood? And most of the time if you go to the shop, generally the Titan Eye is a different, or they used to provide a different shop जहाँ वहीं पे आपको वो frames मिलेगी. अभी भी बहुत सारे लेंस कार्ट आते हैं, शायद ऑनलाइन बहुत सारे है. I am taking this example, the reason it's very easy to explain. Okay, you can take any other example as well जहाँ पे similar चीज है, या फिर if I say company, अगर Lupin है या Cipla है, तो both are designing the DPI container, और Cipla ने पहले बनाया, okay, Lupin ने बाद में बताया, but Lupin ने अगर similar way किया है या copy किया है, तो that again goes to the infringement. Cipla can raise or file an infringement suit against the Lupin. Fine. You're getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the registered trademark is infringed by a person if he used such a registered trademark or his trade name or a part of his trade name or name of his business concern or a part of name or his business concern dealing in goods or services in respect of which the trademark is registered. अगर कुछ भी use किया है, a partial name also, right? So if I say HP, HP का long form क्या है? HP, that HP.
Hindustan Petroleum.
Yeah.
Hindustan Petroleum, something.
Okay. If I'm talking about HP laptop. HP लैपटॉप का नाम क्या है? HP का लॉन्ग फॉर्म क्या है? आपके किसी के पास लैपटॉप होगा तो उसपे लिखा भी होगा सामने.
मैम ह्यूलेट पैकार्ड.
राइट. सो दिस इज अ नेम ऑफ साइंटिस्ट एक्चुअली. ठीक है, जिन्होंने सबसे पहले इन्वेंट किया था. वो उसमें से अगर आधा नाम भी कोई यूज कर रहा है ना, सो अगेन इट गोज टू द वायलेशन ऑफ द ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो नोबडी कैन यूज इवन द हाफ ऑफ द वर्ड ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. Similarly, logos के लिए मैंने बोल दिया, even the slogan is there. Generally slogans है ना यूज चेंज होते हैं, 10 years में रिन्यूअल है. तो like जैसे एप्पल का भी है शायद, लाइफ इज गुड एंड समथिंग लाइक दिस, हर किसी के टैगलाइंस है, सिप्ला का है, उसके बाद एबट का है, सो हर किसी के टैगलाइंस है, तो वो भी जनरली रजिस्टर, फाइन. Then the trademark is infringed by a person who applies such a trademark to a material intended to be used for labeling or packaging of the goods or business paper or for advertising goods or services. If somebody else is using the same for labeling or for advertising, so again it is not acceptable. It is infringement. Infringement by advertising. A trademark is infringed by advertisement of somebody during the said advertisement. The other party tries to take an unfair advantage of mark, right? So a simple example, if somebody organize some conference and use our college logo, right, that they are in association with us and they didn't informed us earlier, so that comes to the infringement by advertisement. Okay. Or if you are claiming that I have done industrial training at Cipla and you have used the Cipla logo, okay, and then we just asked you that show us the detailed progress report, or if we confirm it from Cipla, so ultimately you infringe their that comes to the infringement. If for advertisement, if somebody is using the logo, then again comes to the infringement. Okay, so this all things are the other party tries to take an unfair advantage to take a mark. Most of them it happens like even the celebrities photos generally people use, right, but without informing them if they are using, that comes to the infringement or not allowed, right. Such advertisement is against to the honest practice in industry and commerce. Such advertisement detrimentally affects the distinctive character of the mark. Such advertisement causes any bad reputation to trademark, right. Comparative study agar aap दिखा रहे हो, डेटाइंग्स आर देयर कि while you are advertising, आपको किसी और को ये नहीं कहना, लाइक सिंपल है कि अगर साक्षी को कहना है कि मैं बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हूं, तो उसको ये नहीं कहना है कि शुभम मेरे से कम इंटेलिजेंट है. She can say I am more intelligent than Shubham, but she cannot say that Shubham is less intelligent than me. Okay, so that comes to the infringement. If I am saying Apple is very good brand, but if I am saying that Samsung is better than Apple, if I am advertising like this as a Samsung owner, so it is wrong. You're getting me? So that comes to the infringement by advertisement. Understood, Khushbu? कौन सा फोन है आपके पास?
Ma'am, MI.
MI. So if somebody is saying कि no, Samsung is same as MI, if I'll give all the features of MI in Samsung, right? So that time against that is comparative study. So it is infringement and nobody can claim it. हाँ, जो क्या कहते हैं, जहां से हम ले रहे हैं, that owner is different. Okay, जहां से हम ले रहे हैं वो comparative study बता सकते हैं, but जब advertise हो रही तो ऐसी comparative advertise नहीं होती. Okay, so this is what all about this. The remaining things are not actually that much required at your end because this is completely law, as I have been a part of this, so that's why there's the complete things are available here for your understanding. What is trademark? What are the different types of trademark there? If trademark violation is there, then what happened? Registration key steps kaun si hai, and what is the time period for protection of trademark? Okay, I hope you understood everything. Okay, and definitely